P500 as we get ready to trade April week 3. So we are already in monthly OPEX week for this market for the month of April. We're starting off with a look at our intraday chart and the last 4 days or so of trading. The week we just finished. Over on the left side of the screen you see here was our high for the week, and this created a new high for the month and a new high for a brand new quarter as well, up at 45.93. And we were about 40 minutes into the session, hitting this high here up about 45.93 and some change. And lo and behold, we got hit with some news from a Fed member, Lael Brainard. Lael Brainard is considered to be one of the more dovish members. She almost became the Fed chair. She was kind of up against Powell, so they say, behind the scenes for this next term for the Fed chair. But Biden decided to reappoint Powell for another term, so Lael Brainard's kind of waiting in the wings, maybe to be the next Fed chair after this term is done. And anyways, to get back to the point here, she made some kind of hawkish comments about the need for more aggressive tightening and a faster runoff of the balance sheet. That news hit the market, and you can see this sort of wipeout candle here intraday. That kind of stuff doesn't happen unless it's on news. And down we went. We were getting ready, kind of rallying ahead of the Fed minutes that were going to be coming out the next day, and we just sold off instead for the rest of the day, and then gap down open on Wednesday. Here's where our Fed minutes came out in the middle of the day on Wednesday, and then we sold off down to a fresh new April low in the afternoon on Wednesday after the minutes came out, but we reversed off this low and had this big rally back above the 200-day to close at the end of the day. Came in on Thursday and did a classic sell-off once again to backtest and try to hold, which we did. We held a higher low against the low from Wednesday over on Thursday, and then boom, we rallied off of this level once again. But we came up against a wall of resistance around 45.20 to 21, and that wall of resistance prevailed once again on Friday. We made a slightly higher high over Thursday on Friday, but it was a wall of resistance up against 45.20 to 21. And what's there? The January halfway back. When I show you this level on a daily chart, you'll see that it's kind of like what I call a shelf of support. You can see where candles pop above this level and just try to struggle to stay holding above there, and then when they fall back below this level, we really get weak and sell off. What's also there now is the halfway back for a brand new month that we are in. 45.21.75 is the April halfway back, the halfway back between the low and the high of the week we just traded, this 45.93 and this 44.50 level, which we have twice held and reversed off of. You know, things were going okay on Friday. We didn't break out over 45.20 to 21. I think that might have something to do with option bets that were on the table. There was a lot of heavy volume in the 4,500 calls. Whether that was a mix of long and shorts, I don't know, but it certainly would make a lot of sense because we sold off at the end of the day on Friday to break back down and close below our 200-day, but above our 20-day simple moving average. So let's see what happens as we come out of the gate on Monday. We're going to be looking for, on the bullish side, maybe a gap up open above the 200-day and going after this 45.20 level. If we can burst through this 45.20 level, then there's no problem getting back to the scene of the crime, the current April high. And if we can get back to that April high, we have an all-time high settlement price that we can try and go after again all the way out at 47.11. And that takes us back to November of 2021. That's how long it's been since we've made a new monthly all-time high settlement price. If we come out of the gate weak, we're going to fail against the 200-day, we're going to break down below the 20-day, and we're going to go back for a third time to this 44.50 level. If we get too close to this 44.50 level, I do not believe it'll hold a third time. It'll prove that this was not a successful back test and hold of the 44.50 handle. If we were to break down below the 44.50 handle, you can see it here and over here. Let's just jump back over here. You can see here's that 45.20 level that held, and you can see how price popped over this and came back and back tested. It wasn't closing below it, and then it took a gap down open to get us back down below that level. Here was that Tuesday to Wednesday area, and then you can see over here on the left side of the chart, here is that success above 45.20, and then failure back below it again. So we've got to get out from under that 45.20 level. Otherwise, if we come down here, we break 44.50 again, we're going to go to our 50-day. If our 50-day doesn't hold us, then boom, down we go. And I mean, there are lots of levels on here that we could choose from that we might hold support at. but I really think all the way down here to the low 4200s, maybe around 4220, so about a 300 point move down is where we would be going. All the way back down here to test this area around the January low, hold a higher low against the month of March, and maybe we would reverse from here. Another reason why I like that 4520, that 4220 handle is it kind of rhymes with where the handle for the start of our bull fork comes from. It comes from back here in October, these lows that were set at the beginning of October that start our first point on our fork. And like I said before, also this is where our January low kind of came down to. This is where our 10% off mark on the year is. So we'll see. We'll see if maybe that's where we'll be headed if we wind up breaking down below the 50-day. Of course, anything could hold us in here. Who knows what this market has in store for us. Maybe we would just simply break down and hold 43.50, maybe just 100 points off of a break of that 44.50 level. Maybe the market's just going to test us down 100 points at a time, 43.50, 42.50. But if that doesn't hold, then maybe that 42.20 area or so would be the downside. But to the upside, if we come out strong and can hold above our 200-day and get above that 45.20 to 21 area, we go after our 100-day, our 10-day, and then we go back to our scene of the crime here at the April high. And no problem breaking through that. We get back to our high from March, and over that, we go after that 47.11 all-time high settlement price. And what would be sort of the carrot, leading us to that settlement price would be here, trying to get back above the 2021 close and getting this year to go green again. So I don't know that we have the power to do that, especially with bank earnings and Netflix earnings and all that stuff starting up on the horizon soon, plus taxes and everything. But I could see a sort of ridiculous 3 or 4 day rally that takes us for a look above 47.11, just so we get a new all-time high set, and people will be focused on this, trying to get green on the air, and then the market will pull the plug, and maybe we'll come back all the way to the 50-day from there instead. And maybe with that much of a move lower, this 50-day will indeed hold us. Okay, also you can see there's a couple of competing buy and sell signals happening for us on Monday as well. Let's get in closer here on these SMAs. The 10-day is curling over, and it's going to cross down through the 100-day soon if we don't get a rally going that takes us back above this pair of SMAs. We got to get back above this pair of SMAs to get back to the scene of the crime here at Tuesday's high before those comments from Brainerd came out. Down below us, we have a 20-day about to cross up through the rising 200-day. So that is a big buy signal. So maybe we're going to try to fend off this sell signal and get fed by this buy signal. Or maybe we are going to try and treat this buy signal as an overbought event and allow this cross to pull through, and that's going to break us down below 44.50 and below the 50-day, and maybe all the way back to around 42.20 or so before this is all over. So we'll see, what's it going to be? Is it going to be 47.11, or are we going to be heading down to the 4200 handle somewhere in there, 42.20, 42.50, something like that. All right, hope this video helped you out. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend. Good luck and good trading.